a Sports Tonight update on the UTSA Roadrunners. Are you still proceeding this week as if that's it, the regular season is over?
I'm literally doing, obviously my win the day culture talk every day. You got to plan for a week, right? I don't think you can go further than a week, Hector. That's what we decided to do. I almost tried to guess some stuff, and I said, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be the. We listed 3 objectives for our offense, for our defense, and our special teams. That when we're done Sunday night with practice, we're going to be able to say we got better at these 3 things on each phase of the ball. So we're going to practice Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night. And the kids are going to have some time to themselves Monday and Tuesday of this week, which today being Tuesday. They'll have some time to themselves Thursday and some time to themselves Saturday. So that's how I'm approaching it. So we're going to practice Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday of this week. When we come back in Sunday, Hector, we're hoping we have some direction, and we'll make another plan. After that, y'all really know as much as I know. I mean, I'm not hiding anything from y'all. Y'all know what I know. I speak to some of you guys in private to find out what the heck y'all know. This might help me out a little bit.
I wish I knew a little bit more than you do, Coach, but I'm kind of in the same boat. Similar question, Coach, to what JJ asked, but maybe a little bit more specific, Coach. I mean, had somebody told you when you were coming on board that at this point of the season, not only would you be a lock for a bowl game with those 7 wins, but in contention, like a possibility of playing for the Conference USA title. How would you have reacted? What would you have said at that point?
I know myself well enough. I wouldn't go there in my mind. I just wouldn't go there. There's a lot of different ways to try to build a program, Hector. And I've got to work for a lot of people in my career, so I've seen them all do it different ways. I just believe those 23 seniors are someone's kid, and those juniors are someone's kids, and they deserve my very best. And to try to get rid of those juniors and seniors and play all freshmen and sophomores and build for the future, it's just never been my way of living. I've always, as I've matured and gotten older, I've tried to live for the moment, and I just felt like those seniors and juniors deserve my very best. And so I didn't choose to come in here and flush out the program, right, and get rid of all of them, and let's build for the future. So obviously we exceeded so many people's expectations. We're going to really pay for that next year because the expectations are going to be through the roof. But it's just the only way. I think it's my personal belief what I think is the right thing to do for older kids in a program.
Speaking of the conference championship game, Coach, and this might be kind of tough to answer, but as we wait to see what happens with UAB, one of the things that's crossed my mind is in this year of uncertainty and unprecedented times is should a school take accountability for certain cancellations related to COVID that happened on their end? And I know it's tough, but how do you handle that as a coach, knowing that you guys did everything you could and are one of the few programs that lost only 1 game, whereas so many others like UAB lost several games, and yet here they are almost maybe getting rewarded is the wrong term, but they'll still get by if they're able to beat Rice and clinch a spot in that Conference USA title game.
That's why I have you guys, because y'all are allowed to say that kind of stuff. If I were to answer that question, Hector, either way, it's a no-win situation for me. Because if I were to say yes to your question, then they're going to say, well, Coach Traylor, all he cares about is winning and losing. He doesn't care about the health and safety of children, yada, 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 yada. So you have to trust that the doctors and the trainers, it really is set up the right way here. Dan Bellamy has control of this situation, and Nick Turner. Jeff Traylor doesn't have control of the situation. That's the way it should be. Medical people should be the ones doing it. Now, the head coach is responsible for instructing people to wear their masks, holding kids accountable, social distance talk every day. Position coaches are in charge. Weight room guys are in charge. That's where in the very beginning, Hector, it worried me that at the end of the year, what incentive would certain teams have if they're out of the race? These kids can opt out. It could be COVID. This year doesn't count. I was really concerned of could we keep the kids playing all the way through. And I've been very, very thrilled with my kids that we kept that the whole way through, right, Hector? Because they could have opted out. This year doesn't even count. And it's been tough. So I'm not going to get into judging what other people are doing and all that, Hector, but your point's very valid. In Texas high school football, if you can't play, you forfeit. So, I mean, that's how my buddies are doing it. But I'm not getting into that at the college level because I'm afraid I would get looked upon favorably if I had too strong of an opinion because my job's to coach football.
And for the latest, including analysis and feature stories, sportstonight.com.